Okay, so I forgot that I put some with greatest common factors on your worksheet. So I am going to do number 10 from that worksheet with you guys. Oops. Oh man, I've already totally messed it up. Hold on. Okay. So, couple of things. One, I notice that I have pretty large numbers, and like all of them are pretty large. And what I mean by large is like it's above our regular like prime numbers. You know, the 2, 3, 5, 7, blah blah blah, right? I also notice that they're all even. So that means at minimum, it has a greatest common factor of 2, but I always should go up to just check to see if 4 works. If 4 works, I go up to see if 8 works, so on and so forth, okay? Another strategy with finding the greatest common factor is take your smallest number, which in this case is 12. Think of what 12 can divide by, because it's a lot less things than the others, right? So I would try, 4 and 3 and 6 and all those, but 2 is what works for this. The other thing I notice is that this k to the 4th, so sorry, I kind of got interrupted. So let me go back to where I think I was. So like the k to the 4th, I think anything above 3 should be a red flag. And I notice also that, they all have at least 1k, right? So 2k is my greatest common factor, right? So I've got my 2k, and so I'm going to divide each thing by 2k, so I get 21k to the 3rd minus 28k squared plus 6k minus 8. So what I do then is I take what is just in the parentheses here, and I'm going to set up my square. So 21k cubed, negative 28k squared, 6k, and negative 8. All right, so once I have my square, and by the way, I'm choosing to do the square over grouping just because it is usually the preferred method, so I'll just stick with what I think you guys usually like. And if I didn't say in my first video, because it's been a year since I recorded that, if you are going on to further math, doing the grouping method really should be the way to go, but really the square always works. Okay, so I need to find the greatest common factor for 21k cubed and 6k, so that would be 3k. How I got that so fast is, again, I think about 6 is the smaller of the two. I know 21 can't divide by 6, but I know 6 can divide by 3, and I know 21 can divide by 3. So it's 3, and then I have one shared k between them. So then I look at my negative 28k squared and my negative 8. Well, 28 can divide by 8, so I go down to a next logical number, which would be 4, and I'm like, yep. So, and then you're like, well, what about the negatives, right? So you can wait on the negatives until you're done and then go back and put them in. But I'm pretty confident on this one that I know this 4 needs to be negative. And I'll go back in a second and talk about why. And then I look at my 21k cubed and my negative 28 cubed. Well, 21, well, I know just from my 3, 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 28 can divide by 7, so it's got to be 7, and then k squared, because it has at least 2 k's in each of them. And then for my 6k and, excuse me, and negative 8 would be just 2. So I go back and I double check 7k squared times 3k. Yep, that's 21k cubed. 2 times 3k, 6k, yep. 2 times -4 is -8, yep. And yeah, we're good. Okay, so to write your answer, your greatest common factor you took out at the very beginning has to go first. If you forget to write it, you technically do not have the correct answer, and I will knock you on the test and the quizzes and stuff. Oh, and you guys have a quiz on Wednesday and a homework check on Monday, just so you know. Okay, so there we go. There's the answer. So, yeah, always check for greatest common factor. So from here on out, in that second half of the worksheet, and for the rest of the days we do factoring, greatest common factor is fair game to be hidden in there, okay?